Okay, what a fight, guys. This is the thing about boxing, right? You might be a world champion, but that doesn't mean you have the best fights. I mean, one of the greatest trilogies we had in the, I guess it would have been the 90s, was Ward Gotti, right? Not the greatest fighters in the world, but they meshed really well. Well, Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn meshed in the exact same way. In many ways, it was what we expected. Chris Eubank's a bigger fighter, but Conor Benn, Conor Nigel Benn, however you want to say it, fought really well. I mean, his speed in and out was absolutely incredible. His father fought like a windmill, just came forward and threw punches. I remember his first loss against Michael Watson that was on network TV, and it was a blow. But I also remember his victory over Gerald McClellan for the WBC middleweight title. No, sadly, McClellan never really recovered from that beating that Nigel gave him. But that was one hell of a fight. I was living in this dump of an apartment in Acadia, California, and I watched it on HBO with my girlfriend, and it was just absolutely incredible. Now, Chris Jr. fights a lot like his father, right? His father, it's like a basketball player who travels all the time or does something illegal, but that's how he fights or that's how he plays, and it works for him. And that's the way boxing is. It's like basketball, like there's cheating constantly. And if the ref lets you get away with it, that's the way it is. There was a lot of holding and hitting. There was a lot of leaning on Conor Benn. But listen, man, at the end of the day, I think it was a really, really close fight. I had Conor winning going into the last two rounds, but I think the last two rounds, Chris Eubank really separated it and won the fight. I wasn't scoring it. I was just enjoying that absolutely beautiful slugfest between two guys. And once again, it shows that just because you're world champion, it doesn't mean you can give us, the kind of fights we want to see. And that's the thing, in this day and age, you don't need that anymore. If you're entertaining, I mean, I remember when Tank fought Ryan. That was like, they weren't necessarily the best in the division, but like they were the funnest against each other. And that's exactly what this was. And they said, Eubank had fought a lot better competition. Well, you couldn't really see that. Benn came out and he flew through really well. He was electric. He wasn't quite the windmill except to the body like his father was, but the speed on his punches was just unreal. But listen, that's what you get when you get a welterweight fighting a middleweight. We should have more of those. It was absolutely a blast. I had a great time watching it. Just like I had a great time with Better Be Even Beevil. With this Riyadh season, we're getting the best of the best now, guys. There's no complaints in combat sports because if they can make it, it will happen. And that was fun. Read my book, Warrior of the Light.